Welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverdi.
And I'm Untitled Chapter.
Today we're getting an education on several topics.
That's right. We're headed to Alaska, in a matter of speaking, to learn more about online learning.
Then we're off to North Carolina, love North Carolina,
yes,
to see how one company is investing in diversity and inclusion.
Absolutely. And plus, we're going to go visit our friends at Family First Life.
Then I am feeling patriotic.
So am I, all the time.
You always are. Grilling up a 4th of July feast. You're going to love it.
I know I will. And it all starts right now. Have you ever been to the 49th state?
I have not, and I want to.
Well, I've been a couple times, and today we're kind of going there virtually, and it's all part of a higher education curriculum that's more accessible and affordable than ever.
Well, there you go. The University of Alaska Fairbanks eCampus has been a national leader in online education for over 30 years, offering 50, that's 50, asynchronous programs. That's pretty good, intentionally designed with busy working adults in mind.
Well, talk about convenient. Well, here with more is Samara Tabor, the Executive Director of Advancement. Welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so we hear so much about online universities, and they've really come a long way. What makes you different? And I mean, one thing I'm going to say is the location. Hello?
Yeah, absolutely.
Virtually or not, it's great.
Yeah, you know, there are a lot of things that make the University of Alaska Fairbanks exceptional. We're the flagship university for the state of Alaska. We are a world-class research university, and we've been around for 100 years. But due to our unique geography, we were early adopters to innovative online learning. It's something that we know how to do, and we know how to do it really, really well. In fact, Quality Matters certified us one of only 3 universities in the nation for the quality of our online education.
You have a really broad range of ages and also a broad range of what you offer from degrees and courses, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have students in every state in the nation in over 40 countries. And at our most recent graduation and commencement, we had students from the age of 18 to 75 who graduated from UAF.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think so too. And so we have 50 asynchronous classes, and I want to talk about 2 of them in particular. So we have a Bachelor's of Applied Management, and that allows you to earn credit for professional or trade experience that you've had in the past. So you can earn credit for that. We also have one of the only Bachelor's of Science in Biology offered online in the country.
Wow.
And part of that coursework is that we will, for a genetics class, send you an at-home gene sequencer to do your lab for your Bachelor of Science program. So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool and exciting.
Cool.
And you know, I've always thought of getting my master's, and I liked that degree about what I've done being, you know, also a plus to get a degree?
Absolutely. We would love to have you as a student at UAF, Olga.
Now, what are some misconceptions that you all face?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest are cost and commitment, right? Mm-hmm. So in terms of commitment, all of our classes are asynchronous. And what that means is you can take classes whenever is convenient for you. You don't have to log into class at any particular time. So you can do it early in the morning after you put your kids to bed. But what it doesn't mean is that you have to teach yourself. Our design team works really closely with our professors and our faculty to make sure our classes are innovative and student-centered. And then in terms of cost, we're really affordable. Online students pay the same rate as Alaska residents. So, you know, that's really unusual as well.
That's very unusual, because when you're out of state, you're paying a lot more.
No out-of-state tuition for online learning.
Awesome.
Well, I'm a veteran. I'm really always concerned about, you know, what institutions like yours do to support our military.
Yeah, absolutely, Montel, and thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, at UAF, our military students they're part of our family. You know, over 20% of our students are military or military affiliated, and we show them that they're family in a few different ways. One is that we waive the application fee for all military students.
Wow.
We also have special military pricing that aligns with the tuition assistance benefit. So military and veteran students are not paying any out of pocket in terms of it covers tuition and their fees.
That's fantastic.
We also have a Department of Military and Veteran Services that's staffed entirely by veterans. So if you're interested in going to college, going back to college, you're going to have a team of people that are there to help you. You can have a single point of contact to help you from the beginning all the way through.
This sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
For our viewers who'd like more information, where can they go?
They go to ecampus.uaf.edu, and for your listeners only, we're offering a fee waiver code for the application fee, and it's going to be UAF Balancing Act, all caps, one word. You don't have to pay the app fee, so you can apply and see what happens.
Well, hold on. The viewers get something. Montel
you get something. You
what is the co-host? I'm the one that wants to go back.
Part of the Balancing Act. You'll get it too.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Very
you so much for
interesting.
having me.
And of course, if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Today we're on the location in Charlotte, North Carolina, home to an asset management firm that has regional offices across North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific.
Barings is a forward-looking company with a diversity and inclusion culture that benefits both employees and investors.
Take a look.
Dynamic, modern, beautiful, brimming with urban chic. As the nation's second largest banking center, Charlotte's financial services industry accounts for the city's 1 out of 7 jobs. This town means business, and Barings is a perfect example.
Charlotte is a financial center. It's one of those cities that's rapidly growing, and that allows us to attract the most innovative and dynamic talent possible. When I think about Barings, our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, they support our firm values. We like to keep pace. We value our people, they take accountability, we foster collaboration, and we deliver excellence. And Barings is diverse in a broad definition of that. Of course, that's race, that's gender identity, that's sexual orientation, that's ethnicity, but it's also whether you've served in the armed forces, it's your background, your social economic background, where you went to school, even geographically.
Something that I've been really impressed with at Barings is the leaders here really encourage people of all different backgrounds to speak up and have their voices heard. So I'm someone who works in our global technologies department. It's a male-dominated industry. I'm also someone who's generally pretty soft-spoken, and I feel that the leaders here have encouraged me, supported me to voice my opinions, and I feel like I've really been heard.
I see you're down here from the New York office.
That's right. Yeah, I originally started my career here in the 2-year analyst program in Charlotte. And at the end of my 2-year analyst program, I asked if I could move up to the New York office, and they agreed. And I've been up there since November 2021.
And you've been liking it?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, down here, the Charlotte office is just beautiful. I mean, you have 5 floors. You know, we have obviously the view out here. But I really like New York for the culture and all the experiences that it can bring.
I started up north, actually, at Barings in the Springfield, Massachusetts office. I started as an intern, and then I turned that into a full-time job as an analyst. And since then, I've moved down to Charlotte, and I've risen in the ranks from being an analyst to becoming a managing director.
Yeah, one thing I really like about Barings is the culture that we have here. Barings has done an excellent job at growing our outside of typical work hours organizations. For example, I'm part of BBA, which is Barings Black Alliance, which advocates for the growth and mentorship of Black individuals within Barings.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's been excellent. You know, I've been able to definitely get a lot of mentorship and also be able to mentor younger analysts coming through the program, be able to give them guidance and experience.
So asset management's about growing, buying businesses, improving them. We here at Barings think about it much differently. We're actually a lot more long-term oriented, thinking about how to grow businesses. How do we improve those companies by growing their top line, improving how they work with their clients, how they improve the way they work with their employees. And that's the long-term value that we believe in, where it's creating that value for not only the company, but also for our investors.
When I think about things that we do that are both meaningful and rewarding from a DEI standpoint, 2 things come to mind. One, we have employee resource groups. Those are networks of individuals who share some similar background, and they create space to help amplify voices, make sure that people are developing, that they have opportunities, and they don't meet any barriers to success. Asset management is one of those industries that has traditionally struggled to advance diverse talent, whether that's to recruit talent in or to actually promote them to the senior ranks. So we created an initiative to make sure that we were training entry-level talent, not just on what asset management is, but giving them internships, providing scholarships to make sure that they could pay for their educational success. And we hope that that won't only influence what diversity at Barings looks like for years to come, but that it will also influence what diversity in the industry looks like.
So after I graduated undergrad in 2019, and I was looking for firms to start my career with, one of the main things that I was looking for was ultimately a firm that not only would I be able to grow myself professionally, but then also was embracing and encouraging of diversity. And after doing a lot of extensive research on a lot of the big banks, a lot of the big investment firms, one firm that really attracted my attention was Barings. And primarily during the interview process, one thing that was really sold to me was the leadership, growth, development, and mentorship that the firm has to offer. And I'm here 3 years later, and it's exactly what I've witnessed.
That's really great stuff.
Absolutely.
And to discover more, go to Barings.com.
Or, of course, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com. We'll be back right after this.
We are feeling patriotic today because, of course, it's the 4th of July, and we are celebrating with my friend, Grilling with Dad, Maciek Zurawski. Welcome back.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, Independence Day, great day.
Yes.
Love my country.
Yes, same.
Best country in the world, and we've got the best beef ever.
Swift Meats, and today we're using a flat iron steak, and we're going to change things up a little bit. Instead of the grill, we're going to use the smoker.
A smoker?
Okay, so this thing is fired up, and it's going to just give off that additional smoky flavor to our meats. It's going to cook for a little bit longer, but develop more flavor as it cooks. And for that reason, we're using the flat iron steak. So this thing is a little bit more tender, more well marbled, and it makes for the perfect cut to put on a smoker to break all this fattiness down as it cooks, creating that beautiful flavor. So let's get this thing going.
Let's do it.
We're going to go with just a little bit of olive oil.
Not too much fat on this one.
Not too much. Yeah, these are a little bit more lean, but again, a lot of beefy flavor, which is what this cut is known for. So we're going to go on both sides. Again, just a little bit. You want the seasoning to stick as this thing goes on the smoker. And again, the smoker is set up at about 250 degrees, and we're running hickory pellets, which is a perfect combo for this meaty cut.
I'll be honest, I have never heard of this. So how does this work, these pellets?
Yeah, so this goes on right now, and we're just gonna close the lid. We're not gonna touch it, and we're gonna cook until this comes up to about 135 degrees internal temperature. That's the final medium rare finish. And what happens is you have these pellets, right, that are cooking in there. These burn down.
Oh my gosh.
Give off this beautiful smoky flavor as this thing cooks.
I love it. How long would you leave it there?
This will take about an hour or so to fully cook.
So I don't turn it around. I just put it in there, and an hour or so.
Yes, exactly. Just like that. No touching it. And after it's finished, this
Voila.
is what it looks like. Okay?
Look how gorgeous this is.
Beautiful cut. You have this crust developed on the outside. That's from all that smokiness, right, that was on there. And the inside should be a nice medium rare, so we're gonna slice right into it.
Because you know I like medium rare.
All right, this beautiful color on the inside. Check this out.
Easy
and again,
to
this
cut.
is the perfect cut for smoking, because over that smoking time, all this kind of fattiness, marbling broke down, making for a delicious and tender cut. So any of these cuts will be perfect for the smoker. And we're gonna finish it off with a little garlicky chimichurri. So you got garlic,
That looks
cilantro, olive
fantastic.
oil. Look at this.
I've learned so
Perfect.
much with you regarding Swift and all the meats they offer. I'm always curious, and now more than ever, which one do I use for grilling? Let's say charcoal, gas, or the smoker?
Yeah, so some are interchangeable, right? The flat iron is one of my favorites to go on the smoker because it takes a little bit longer to cook to build up that smoky flavor. Bigger cuts are great as well. You can do a ribeye on the smoker to really bring out those smoky flavors, especially with these hickory pellets that we're running in this thing. It's absolutely delicious.
I love it. All right, for our viewers who'd like more information on Swift meat and beef, where do they go?
SwiftMeats.com for more recipe ideas.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again.
Thanks so
Happy 4th of July.
Yes.
And I've got my glasses. Are you going to do fireworks with the
Let's
kids?
celebrate. Let's do it.
There you go. And if you'd like more information on all these recipes that we have here and much more, thebalancingact.com. All right, let me try a little piece. Cut me a little piece there. Today, we're on location with our partners at Family First Life at their national convention, which is unbelievable. Thousands of eager agents come here to listen, learn, and live the dream.
If you're passionate about the business, you'll be successful.
You've got to be about excellence. Excellence has to become part of your nature.
It takes guts to do it, but you got to take action, folks.
We started 8 years ago just thinking if we get 200 people to come to the annual convention, and now we're talking about 16,000 people at Lone Depot Park in Miami.
Biggest event we've ever done. We've been doing these for 8 years now, and it was just jam-packed with people that are looking to change their future, looking to help families, so it was an amazing 4 days.
$15,000 enthusiastic agents gathered at this amazing venue, a ballpark, to learn about life insurance and how to hit a home run for their clients.
Yes!
Well, one of the things is helping people identify what's holding them back. Because the biggest part about people not winning is what is inside of you or in your life that's holding you back. And we help people identify that. People don't change because other people ask them to. They change because they want to. And I'm not a big fan of telling people what to do or breathing life. They have enough life to breathe in themselves. So here, first base is figuring out, what do I actually need to change about my life? How do I get to second base? Can you actually change it? And then when you start around second base, if you are a baseball player, like you start thinking about like getting a home plate, right? And scoring. And now it's like, okay, I've done this. Can I do it on a regular basis? Now it becomes something where it's you actually are doing something daily. It becomes a habit. And a home run is helping other people do it.
Agents past and present sharing their personal Grand Slam stories.
The topics were geared towards new agents, really helping them understand everything that we do. So, I mean, some topics like hybrid sales. Right now, we're doing a lot of remote stuff, so that's one of our big topics. In-home sales, difference between mortgage protection, final expense. I mean, anything you can think of, we've covered. I mean, the goal was to, in these 4 days, prepare every agent with us to go out and help as many families as possible.
I started telling myself the truth, and I started being a good friend to myself. And then people started to want to work with me.
An informational and inspiring event that covered all the bases.
I want everybody here to realize how amazing they are, that they can actually go out there and protect families. They can protect their own and provide for their own. They just have to believe in themselves. And I'm going to talk a lot about why people don't and what inhibits that growth, because a lot of us are, proud of your environment, right? We've heard enough about what we can't do. But what if just for a few minutes or a few days or a few weeks, we started talking about what we can do? So for us, all we're trying to do is serve, right? We want people at the end of the day to feel good about themselves and their ability to actually achieve and succeed. And we know that if we provide that opportunity to them, they'll walk out of here better than they were when they got here.
What a great turnout. If you'd like more information, just go to their website, familyfirstlife.com, or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Before we go, Montel, have you noticed the air in the green rooms and around the office?
No, but you got me a little curious.
I'm glad I do, because we've been using the RX400 air purification system. It's a powerful ultraviolet light technology, and it inactivates or kills more than 99.99% of airborne viruses, bacteria, and fungi, including multiple coronavirus strains, influenza, pneumonia, and even strep.
Wow, that's a lot of deactivating killing going on. I would guess that means less colds, less flus?
Absolutely, and these days we're all more concerned about germs.
Absolutely, and it's great to know that we can rest easier and breathe easier here at the office.
Yes, and it's received FDA clearance as a Class 2 medical device and has been proven effective in extensive testing in independent laboratories as well.
And what does it do for smells?
Great question. RX Air neutralizes and reduces concentrations of odors. It's a doctor-designed filterless air purifier, and I understand it processes all the air in a room 4 to 8 times an hour.
Wow, well now that the show's over, I'm gonna go check it out.
No, not yet. We have to tell our viewers to find out more about this amazing new technology, rxair.com. And of course, in the meantime, you can go to our Facebook, like us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and visit thebalancingact.com to enter our latest sweepstakes or giveaway.
Wow, that's really good. Well, be safe out there. Love your family. We'll see you next time.
Okay, go check it out now.
I'm gonna go check it out.